Hopefully. Not totally sure yet. But I think we're good. Hopefully the volume's okay. I'm not sure. I've been messing with it lately. Been messing with different inputs. So if it's not good, let me know. I think it should be the same though. Same as yesterday. Hopefully. Anyways, welcome to the stream. We're back with more Grim Dawn. More ARPG goodness. For now. Thursday, of course, will be a Cadence of Hyrule day. Because it's finally heckin' out. And I'm so excited. And then following that, next week's schedule will be pretty much completely normal. And we will more than likely just play this until we're done with it. It's been fun. I enjoyed learning from people and learning this game a little bit. And hope to continue for now, at least. We'll see why not. Nothing in the jug. What kind of life is this? These guys. We're just kind of exploring the village proper right now, so. I know in general we're looking for two big old boys to slay in Balros and Hagra. Hey, pirate. How's it going, buddy?
Not ready.
And then we also need to find the apprentice. Why did I have to be right? Because I'm the best, man. I'm always right. What was I right about? I'm just right about so many things that it's really it's very hard to remember everything. E3 equals poop emoji. Yeah, except for Nintendo, it was overall pretty poopy. Square Enix was okay. I thought the Final Fantasy VII combat looked good. It looked like a much better version of 15's. Everything else was like at the conference. Most of the Avengers game needs. I don't know. I need to see it in action before I give it like any thought whatsoever. Nintendo's was good. That I guess that really depends on if you're a Nintendo fan, right? So for me, it was good. I cried a little because I got to see one of my favorite characters of all time get to be in Smash after 20 years or so. It feels like. Really? Why would this even be here then? Whatever. Oh, because there's hidden remains here. Of course, yes. Ooh. Breaches of the Flesh Hulk. No gameplay and cinematic trailers? Overall, yeah. I mean, we got to see gameplay. Like, Nintendo does it right, basically. They did gameplay of almost everything, right? Their big games were what? Luigi's Mansion 3. They showed off gameplay, and they showed off more gameplay afterwards, because they have their, like, they have their treehouse that I watched during work, or I listened to. Like a nice little podcast. Showed, have to wait for a while for Animal Crossing? Don't remind me. It hurts. But I'm not, I never really, I just get sad with gameplay. It's like, yeah, I get it. I know. But they showed gameplay off for that, and they showed more off during the treehouse, so I'm fine with that as well. Wow, that was a really short little place. Pokemon, they've already shown gameplay off. Super Mario Maker, they showed gameplay off. The only, like, teaser they did was for, the next Zelda. Which, like, I'm gonna be okay with. Like, I'm okay with cinematic trailers if the majority are still gonna be gameplay.
Can't do that.
Teases are nice. But not, like, all teases. You want just a few teases. One or two. And that's what that was. Walls mean nothing to me. So that was like Nintendo won by just like showing up and doing normal things, which is entertaining as hell. Like, here's some games, and everyone's like, "Oh, thank God." Yeah, they shut off what? They shut off Fire Emblem, but we know what Fire Emblem gameplay's like. I don't know. I mean, that was the only one that I was like, yeah, that was good. Out of the whole conference. Which is sad. It's like people are just, they're all waiting for next gen to drop, but Nintendo's on their own, like, timeline, so their next gen happened years ago. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna keep on making games. It's kind of nice. They're not beholden to the same schedule. You could tell Xbox was holding stuff back, so that they didn't blow their whole next year's conference by showing off stuff too early. And Sony didn't even show up because they didn't want to show up too early. So, do that. And everything else, like Ubisoft, I don't even know, man. That was an awkward ass press conference. EA is shit, but that's pretty normal at this point, right? No one's surprised by any of that. Bethesda was garbage because all they had to show was Doom. Of course, Doom will be like a day one buy for me because it's Doom, but everything else was garbage. Oh, their new super expensive controller. You're right. The Elite. We'll just call it the double Elite. The Elite Plus controller. Yes. I do remember that. And the rest was okay. I mean, like, I'm not a huge Halo fan because I never got into it during the day. Not during the day, but in the day. Doom Plus, all the amazing mobile games. Yeah, let's just talk about Doom. Alright, I think we're making it to the estates, boys. Oh, we totally are. Burwich Estates, let's go. But even me, like, the Halo music is iconic, so when that trailer transitioned into, like, Halo, I still kind of got chills. 'Cause that, like, discordant piano music, still great music. It's not fair, really. Hello, person hiding out. Harvey the Drifter. You broke my door. Oh no, the Rotten Walkers are gonna hear you. They're gonna find a little Walter in me. Wait, are you rotten? No, couldn't find us if you were. You'll never think to look here. I'm from Burwich. Yes, I knew they were coming. The Rotten ones. I knew it. Tried to warn everyone, warn my family, but they all called me crazy. I wanted to save them, but I just couldn't stay here. Don't you see? I had no choice. I had to hide. After the Rotten ones killed everyone in town, everyone but little Walter, I came back. It's clever, don't you see? They're in the swamp now, they'll never think to look in the town again. Little Walter's definitely dead, right? Flew into the swamp when Rotten ones came and wife wouldn't leave. She thought the village was the safest place. Okay, so he's gone crazy. Walter's definitely dead. I need to find the warden. No, not that one. There's with the road on the hill and the evil house where people scream. What is screaming? That's actually helpful. Thanks. Alright, where's your dead little kid? No, cannot go. After I slay the warden, we'll be safe. Oh wait, no, he is fighting? I don't really want to fight you, man. Are you just gonna chase me all the time? You're just kind of like a sorry guy. I don't really want to kill you. Stop chasing me, man. I'm just here to help. you want. Yeah, go join your son. Oh, he's gone. Talking to a doll. Normal things. Just Grim Dawn things. Being evil, leaving him alive. It's more like I just don't want to be bothered, but I mean, if he insists on chasing me. That reminds me of the fact that I was looking up stuff for Cyberpunk 2077, when of course we will be the most popular stream on Twitch and be the headliner on streaming 2077 in a year. That's definitely what's going to happen. There's a stat that's called cool. And that sounds like something I want to max out for no reason other than it would be hilarious. I win the game by being the coolest. Someone has been here.
Can't do that yet, okay?
Like, E3's still a couple days left in it, so obviously I'll have more thoughts on like gameplay and stuff. Oh, and Cadence of Hyrule's out in just 2 days, aka a stream day, Thursday. Very exciting stuff. Why it's not today, I don't know. Because you'd think today would make sense. It's their conference day. But no, it's 2 days later than that. But you know what? I guess I'll live with it. Alright, I see someone. Or something. Is this the... One sec. Let me kill these guys. Well, I'll probably just send it to town with a rift gate. Okay. Aloha, friend. Darlets. There we go. Kasparov sent me. Alright. We have yeeted her out of here. Another side quest has been completed. Like, if they show off, I think they said they were going to show off Avengers gameplay, so like I'd love to see that, just to see it in action, other than like dang old trailer. God, I'd love to see gameplay on a lot of these games, and I know most of them that's just not going to happen. But then there's Nintendo, which has like all of their games playable at E3, except for ones that are far out, which is like, it's really nice. We're already there. Hey, stop it. Access the Warden's Cellar. I'm trying to get there. One step at a time. One very small step at a time. Because I want some dang on answers. I'll tell you that much. So we're already kind of just exploring all around here. Dilapidated houses. I thought that was a person. It was not. It's rations. Let's see if this would have any weapons. Oh, that ends there. Okay, well, let's go back there. It's an easy enough choice. Guess we gotta go up the road some more. Pirate, how was your day today? I had a very unproductive day. Meh, not bad or good. Those are never the worst. It's one of those that can always be worse days. As you remind yourself, as you're bored with tears. I have those days. I just couldn't focus because I was super excited for the Nintendo Direct because I'm a nerd. And then once the Direct happened, I still couldn't focus because it had happened. I'm at that unenviable position where it's like a perfect time for me to take a vacation from work, but my vacation from work is in 2.5 weeks, where I'll be taking a week off to a cellar. Let's grab that and see if that's the Warden's cellar. I'm taking a week off to go to Disney World with Chelsea for a wedding. So I will be missing in action in July. That's probably the only time this summer, though, I'll miss more than a day.
Skill's not ready.
Right. I just wish it was now, because it's a perfect time to take a break from work. Most of my reports are done. When's the week off for the 24-hour stream? That sounds a lot more like a 24-day stream if I'm taking a week off from work. Kick. Give me that box. Double axe blade. Oh, it's one-handed. Nuts. Big old nuts. Where's this go? Nobody knows where this goes. Awesome. Sounds great. Let's explore the dank old cave. The week is for the recovery. How thoughtful of you. It'll happen. Eventually. Everything that I promise eventually happens. It just bothers me enough. And voila, I get tired of it, and suddenly it happens. It's great.
Can't do that yet.
I really like the lightning skill there. It's a lot of fun to pull off. No, I don't like spiders. Okay, so this does not connect to the Warden cellar. It is just a cellar. Oh well. Where have I landed myself today? Oh god.
Skill's not ready.
Last and a half. Okay, so where did that land me? And is this the right way or is this the right way? It seems like this road is where we should be headed, so I still think we're going in the correct direction. Eventually. We'll get there. Or it's the completely wrong direction. You know, it's 50-50 in either is the right direction. So many cinematic trailers this week. I'm just like thinking back and I'm like, oh, what are the cool games I liked? Or at least seemed interesting. And let me tell you, almost all of them were... Where's that? Ah, we kind of went past the Burwitch Estates. We need to go more up. Although I kind of like exploring here, so maybe we'll hang out here for a bit before we go back into those things. Grind up another level, maybe? 17? Something like that. Cyberpunk. CG. Cutscenes. Didn't show off any gameplay. Though they have shown off gameplay to like press, but that just makes me salty that they don't feel like showing it to anyone else. It's one of those like, it just feels off. I know it's going to be excellent. I know the developers behind it obviously are very good. And I love The Witcher, yada yada, all that jazz. It just feels disingenuous, where the only real, like, people that we hear from are the press. They show the demos off to different, like, gaming medias. Oh my god, cat, you scared the crap out of me. You wanna come up? There you go. How's it going, cat? That's a happy kid. Gosh, he used to be so tiny. It's ridiculous. It's like having a teenager. You talk back even without words. It's incredible. You had Elden Ring, which was just announced, so it's not like, oh my goodness, it's not ready. Sounds interesting, but, you know, again, CGI. Halo, I guess, maybe, because I probably will play it on PC when it comes out. Just CGI. They're only, like, big things, Gears, and I don't really enjoy Gears. It's not a knock on it. It's quite a good game. It's just not my style. EA had nothing. Well, you know what? EA showed off gameplay of the Jedi game, and I still didn't like it, so... I don't know. Even the gameplay was sometimes pretty disheartening. Same with the Avengers. It showed off, like, almost gameplay. And it was still pretty disheartening, because you're like, I'm not so sure. I should have been more wowed by a game about the Earth's mightiest heroes, you know? But I wasn't.
Skill's not ready.
I don't care about how they look. People are complaining about that. Look crappy, the Jedi game. Yeah, I don't know if they even chose the best, like, section to show off, right? Because I had a similar fear about God of War when it first got revealed, because the combat they showed was awkward because you couldn't see the UI. All you saw was what you thought he was doing. The Avengers Switch. Yeah, that's the Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm actually looking forward to that one, though. I don't know if I'll get it right away. It seems like a get on sale type of game, but I loved the first Marvel Ultimate Alliance, so... probably get it eventually. Yeah, that's what we were hoping for. But yeah, I don't know. I saw a lot of people complaining. They're like, they don't look exactly like the people in the movies, but that one doesn't bother me because, you know, they're the movies and this is the games. Whereas what bothered me is that it just didn't seem very much like gameplay. I don't know. I'm a whiner, but I think I whine adequately. They showed off Final Fantasy VII gameplay, so you can't really knock them for that. They showed off like an entire boss battle. It was worthwhile too. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Whoops, can't go that way. Gotta go around the long way. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Thank goodness for us. Let's uncorrupt this shrine.
Can't do that.
Meant to be a different universe, so it makes sense of different. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the comics are the same, anyways. So, heck yeah, Obsidian Seal, Epic Ring, nice blue. That's our first blue in the game, and it's a ring. Warden Krieg. I should have, you know, actually read the signs like a person that was actively exploring. I swear to God, games have dumbed me down. Morrowind used to do stuff, and you have to figure it out. They point you in a general direction. Now I'm just like, please point me exactly where I should go. I'm a turd. Alright, let's go. Shoot overseer. Alright, I have some Lord Read. I have Lord Read, guys. Just didn't look that impressive. I think I'll get Final Fantasy VII because I never got to play the original. I played, oh god, I played through 6, and I'm playing through 6 again recently, because I don't think I ever finished it. And I still think 6 is amazing. I know a lot of people love 7 the most. I still think 6 is better. Because I am biased as shit. Gordon Krieg's journal. Hit me up. Let's keep on collecting his journal about how he's a terrible person. Ooh, this is Inquisitor Creed. We'll read those in a minute. Anything over here? Trying to think of what else. I don't know. Really don't know. It was a slow year at E3. It was. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Ubisoft showed nothing except for their Kid Icarus character doing some mythology stuff. That's the celery we want to go to, now that I'm looking at it. Everything else was... like, it's kind of interesting having a permadeath kind of NPC mode and Watch Dogs, but I never really liked the Watch Dogs series. I think that's more just a me thing than an everybody thing, because it sells enough to get at least 3 copies, or 3 games, I should say. Alright, let's read before we... Also, one sec. This is still too loud in my personal ear. This won't change anybody's volume. It'll just change mine, so I don't blow out my eardrums. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Let's read some shit. First, Warden Krieg's journal. I've taken possession of my assigned vessel, the local prison warden. I appeared to him in his bedchamber and proposed the joining. I anticipated fear and skepticism, but these humans are apparently all too ready to enter into any pact they believe will profit them. Krieg's not a particularly strong-willed human, but he is persistent and constantly scratches at my consciousness. I have him under control, though. Krieg's position as an incarcerator of other humans will greatly facilitate our efforts. His expansive dwelling is a massive cellar that I believe we can use to fashion an underground transit to conceal our activities and the transport of bodies. Gotcha, okay, so he was obviously possessed. He's a turd. Let's read this. Inquisitor Creed. I finally arrived in Burwich after passing through the dismal area known as Whitemire. For years, tales of supernatural occurrences have circulated about Whitemire, and indeed the name itself makes one uneasy. I hadn't put much stock into them, but my recent experiences lend some credence to the old tales. Nevertheless, I've reached my destination. It seems the warden of Devil's Crossing, who resides in Burwich, somehow anticipated my arrival. The footman greeted me as soon as I entered town and insisted I accept Creed's invitation to be put up in his manor. Oh, we got summoned to join Krieg for supper in the dining hall. Let's see what happens. I've been a guest to Warden Krieg at his manor for over a week now. My suspicion is that something terrible is going on here grow with each day. Every day I set out to some destination in or around Burwich to investigate yet another unusual crime or ominous rumor. Some are easily dismissed as more mundane human crimes or merely fantastic tales, but many of my investigations have come to darker conclusions. I feel there's a pattern emerging here, but I cannot yet put the pieces together. There are peripheral cases though, and the main purpose of my involvement in them is to give pretense for my prolonged stay in Burwich. Krieg himself has become the focus of my primary investigation. Despite an overwhelming conviction that Krieg is not what he appears to be, and is almost certainly involved in some sort of unnatural activity, I found no irrefutable evidence of wrongdoing that could be used to open an official inquisition. Much of the manor itself is closed off to me. There are rooms upstairs from which Krieg and other visitors come and go, but I am not permitted entry. Stranger yet, I've awoken in the night to sounds like a creaking of a wagon moving along the road, but then looked out my window down the village and saw nothing. Spooky, spooky. He's totally dead, though. New Watch Dogs looks decent. The rest never grabbed your attention. Yeah, if I could just play as the granny, I think that would be an excellent game, and I would play every second of it. Then I'd be okay with it. Let's see, what do we got for pants? More armor, more physical damage, more ether damage, more defensive ability, more pierce resistance, and reduced stun duration. It's pretty good. What do we need? We need a lot more spirit for that. No, that ain't gonna happen. Fabric is a quest item. How? How? Anyways, let's dump those there. Everything else seems kind of useless. Let's dump a couple into physique this time, I think. Let's go for the skills to pay said bills. I think we want to get Menhir's Will here, so let's just dump there. Activates when health drops below 33%. Gives you extra health restored and extra regen. Requires a shield or two-handed melee weapon. We got that. Heavily regimented military training strengthens and fortifies the body against the hardships of war, which gives us extra physique and health. Activates when taking damage. Gives extra to all damage and offensive. I mean, we're going to be a tanky motherfucker, so that makes sense. Shaman, I actually kind of want to go more into electricity because it seems like a lot of fucking fun. So, 3-second skill recharge, 2.5. A lot of lightning damage, bleeding damage, stun target. Yeah. This here, 10% damage. Storm colors. Thunderstrike is not a default weapon attack. Enhancer cannot trigger effects such as for hunger. Just seems bad. I don't know if I'm crazy or not. Maybe we just dump a couple into getting to 20. Ritual, blah, blah, blah. Scales with player bonuses. Swirling Wind Devil. Freezing Winds. That strikes people with lightning, which is what we want. It's an exclusive skill. Storm Totems. I don't know. Dump a couple more into Savagery and call that a day. Room of changes. I kind of want to look more at devotions, honestly. This is a crap? Look, crap. So we've got what? We got 2 more points. We almost unlocked the Scorpion, which is nice. At least I think it's nice. Kraken. Yeah, like this. That looks sick. This requires two-handed or two-handed melee and just gives extra damage. Just ridiculous, disgusting damage. But that requires an affinity of 5 and 5, which we don't have. This requires an affinity of 5 green, 5 blue. Anyways. This will give us our 5 green, though. This is asking. Must be signed to earn experience. Spines coated with deadly toxin erupt around you. So what? We assign it to like our savagery, and then that's where our poison comes from. That would make sense. And then extra acid. Sure. Alright, so that gives us affinity in green. I kind of want to go for this Kraken. It looks fun. 50% to all damage just seems, you know, good. But we need some blue stuff, so that's something to look at for next time. Alright, this must be the Warden's Cellar, and here's the Warden's Rift Gate. A classic endeavor, for sure. Yeah, but like Baldur's Gate, cinematic. Look great, cinematic. I'm sure it will be great, because I trust them to do good after Divinity 1 and 2. Cinematic. Vampire... Blah, blah, blah. Hey, stop that.
Do that.
Yeah, I do like these spells. They're good. I think Vampire the Masquerade actually had gameplay. I just didn't catch it. But overall, yeah, just not enough. And that's fine if you show it off later and everyone can, like, talk about it. You know, show it to journalists, and then the journalists can record video. Stuff like that happens with Nintendo stuff all the time. They're just like, yeah, we'll just do a deep dive in it later. Because we don't want to waste time announcing. We've announced it already, so they're not going to waste more time talking about it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Erdrick / the hero, TM, from Dragon Quest is playable, like, pretty soon. So, I guess it's really hard not to just completely trust Sakurai to do good Smash DLC, because he's been kicking ass so far. Well, there are times it helps in, like, getting people back on your side after they think, like, wow, that looked like shit. They just don't do it. They just kind of announce, they hype, and they hope people buy it without
Not ready.
actually seeing what it actually plays like. That's why I barely pre-order anymore. I used to pre-order a ton, you know, in kit, like 13. I get hyped for it. But now it's rare. Very, very rare. Let's not go that way yet. Looks like the way forward. Like, I'll do it for stuff like maybe Pokemon, because I know what I'm getting with Pokemon. Zelda, because I'm gonna play it anyways, because I'm a sucker. It's not like they're gonna be incredible amounts of bad games. Out of here. Whoa, that's a big-ass spider.
Skill's not ready.
I don't like that the strong spiders are just getting bigger. Couldn't they do it by getting friendlier instead? Yeah, that's actually, that might be like some of the only ones. Like Nintendo, I know what I'm getting. Like Mario Kart, I know I'm gonna play it. Smash Bros, I know I was gonna play it. It's rare. Like, it's usually, it needs to be a series I've already played and know what I'm getting. I think I did the same with Persona, because I knew what I was getting. It's all about that consumer knowledge. Be an informed consumer. And then just the scummy, like, pre-order practices they're about the same as they were a few years ago. They haven't gotten too much worse. They've mostly focused on microtransactions in terms of ways to nickel and dime people now. That is the wrong way to go. Okay. Good to know. Smash some boxes, get iron bits. Yeah.
Can't do that yet.
Oh, you can't do that yet. Send him flying. Stupid goober.
It's not ready.
miss any conferences, did I? No, don't think so. Microsoft is off doing their thing. They announced a year too early.
Skill's not ready.
I have reached despise status with Aetherius. Well, maybe you stop trying to kill me. You stupid sons of bitches. Didn't even know they had a society. Which sounds racist towards Aetherians. Probably is. Can't help it. If I see a spider, I'm going to squash it. And if you're possessing said spider, fuck you. Spiders are broken. Possess something more fun, like a platypus. Come on. Anyways, let's keep on diving deeper, shall we?
Can't do that yet.
God, even the stuff like Astral Chain that Nintendo announced, like the Panzer Dragoon remake looked better because at least they showed stuff for it. Ugh. Exhausting. It really is. Okay, we want to kill this guy. It's definitely not the whole thing, which is what it's not. Do that. Let's have a decaying solid club of silver. More vital essence. Delicious. Where were those guys supposed to be? Balros and Malform and Hagra the Tormented. Both excellent names,
Skill's not ready.
You can tell they didn't name themselves. That's just mean to name someone else then. Tell me they named themselves Hagra the Tormented? Because I'm gonna call BS on it. I for info. Nope, that's I for inventory. That's S for skills. Oh, I just wanted to look at quests. I forgot how to look at quests. Look at quests, look at quests. What button is quest? Is it Q? Hey! I'm so smart. The Moldering Fields. What are the Moldering Fields? Oh, we just, like, missed it completely. I'll do it later. No big deal for now. We have a Warden? Question mark? To kill. We've gone the wrong way. Oops. Every year I get reminded why I don't want to go to E3 and I'd rather go to a smaller conference like PAX. It's just because it just seems like a bunch of BS in terms of the crowd. At least the front couple of crowds. The front. Oh, I didn't even notice I was taking damage. I thought it was just nice little green water. It shows how much I pay attention. Going the wrong way again. Whoops. That. Oh, thanks, menus. Well, appreciate it. Our soldier spec is already paying off.
Not ready.
I wonder how we missed the Molder entirely, or how we missed those two creepers. I think this is the longest dungeon in the game. That's interesting, considering it's, you know, at the end of what, the first act of 4, and they decided to make this one the longest in the game. Like, don't worry, if you get through this one, the rest is just a piece of cake. Say I like the poison spikes that just erupt out of me. Doesn't sound healthy, but it sure is fun. Yeah, that does look like another floor, don't it? Me miss anything here? Doesn't look like it. Let's go. Underground transit. Yeah, that sounds bad. Cool. Our will is our own again, and we can take lots of damage. That's fine. Rift gate, rift gate. Let's keep on exploring. Actually, probably want to not ready. Some of this garbo. Very nice. Got a lot of garbo to sell. We also, where the fuck are the moldering fields, man? I want to get this other quest off my docket. Where would they be? Yeah, I'm getting hit, whatever. I guess down here somewhere? Oh, we'll find it. We'll just go, like, straight down. I just want to finish this quest. This little side quest. It's gonna bug me. Oh, there's the other. Okay, fair enough. I don't like this. Oh, right, because I'm not doing this because I'm pressing. Look at all the unexplored on the map. Yeah, you know. These things happen when you get a large map to explore. They just kind of get distracted. I found everything else pretty well so far. I like to think I'm decent at this.
Skill's not ready.
It's not like I'm playing on anything other than normal. I'm just hanging out. But gosh, at least I can competently get through it. Do I see Rage 2 is getting more story? Yeah, I'm probably not going back to it, I'll be honest. Unless I hear some really good things about it, probably not going to touch it. And I also don't think anyone's going to mind. It was fine. I'm just like, I don't want to go back to it. It was fine. I'm done with it. Making it seem like that was their plan all along. I know, alright? Crazy. Says the... Who could have thunk it? Looking around for a star on the map. I can see it happening, but a lot of times it really isn't. Never know. We're never adding NPCs to Fallout 76. Never ever, except for right now. Because you guys are complaining that it doesn't... It's a bad game. Main storyline, we're adding it in. But they're like, oh, it was what we expected the whole time. Year 1 was about exploring, and Year 2 is exactly what we planned. It's definitely what we planned. Year 2 is about resetting stuff. We promise. Oh my god, I get so many things. There's too much stuff. Scrap. Grab the green. Grab this. Grab green. Grab as much
I can't carry
other
anymore.
things as we
I can't carry anymore. My inventory is full. My inventory is full.
Alright, well, we got that done. Let's go back to the crossing, Shaman. Yep. Devil's Crossing. Battle Royale mode, though. Oh, man. What a thoughtful inclusion. I could have never come up with it. Tell me. You know, this guy really likes blood a little too much, so I just like depressing him, because he still pays me either way. Oh, maybe he's changed his tune a little bit. 1200 iron and some scrap. Thank you very much. Thank you. let's talk to you, because we got your assistant back. For all your schematic needs, more reputation. What does that mean? Oh, you can salvage things. Salvage chambers you to strip component parts and augments from items. Unfortunately, the process is imperfect and always results in destruction of either the item or the component part, but you can choose which one to salvage and which one to sacrifice. Let me see. Dismantling has not yet learned that ability. What if we did that? It is red. Okay, what about this? Okay. What about this? Okay. I don't think any of these have attached components or augments. Okay, selling them it is. So many things they could have done, but they're lazy. We got VR. Yeah, I mean, they did add in NPCs and stuff, but it's really hard to applaud them on something that should have been. Have I started using augments yet? I don't know what those are. The orange thing. This thing? This looks like a component. Right click to apply or combine. I combined or applied. I right clicked and now I don't know where it went. The orange things you've been picking up. So stuff like this frozen heart. Stuff like this polished emerald. Like if I click on it, does it just use it up or does it just give me things? Like I'm right clicking on things and I don't know what it's doing for me. But they're gone now. Don't right click in shop. Ah, yes. That was silly. Boop boop. Buying back. Good use. That would be wise. Just like this gives a fireball. Oh, so we could add in. Gotcha. Battle axe. Extra skills and stats. Gotcha. Plus 5 armor. Gotcha. Plus 15 armor. Okay. I get it. A little bit. Add to the ring. Now it's an emerald ring. Gotcha. Jank itch cord gives extra poison damage. Don't have anything that does that. This gives good things. So that there. Gotcha. Gotcha. You say them, you have loads in your chest. I know. I'm remembering now. Now that I get it. I understand. I remember. But we are going to sell a bunch of this stuff because we don't need it, and we can't dismantle anyways. And it doesn't have augments. Stuff we're selling at least. Right, shift click. It's a quest item. Probably just store that. What do we got for this? Extra health. And a lot of defensibility and a lot of fire resistance. I kind of like this a lot. You recover from the event first when you get a new weapon. Ah, in case you get like a really good augment. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I like that. Oops. I didn't want to do that last one. Where'd that little thing go? Thanks.
Put it to good use.
Wanted to. Yeah, it's not like this. Corpse dust gives you like 1% health. Yeah, sure. Alright, let's go up to the smuggler.
Stashed.
What does this give us? Wow, that's pretty nice. 90 health plus 25% constitution. Shield steel. Nothing. Shield claw gives nothing. And corpse dust down there, sure. What does that do? Extra offensive ability. Wait. I swear. Yeah, no, show that. Added some extra armor. Cool. Alright, well, let's put that on there. And why keep the scrap? This just seems like something to keep around. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyways.
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay, everything makes a little bit more sense now, and for that I do appreciate it. I'm starting to get the hang of it, even though there's a ton of stats. So many stats. So many damn stats. Alright, back into the underground transit rift. We have completed everything. We are ready to continue our dungeon crawl. With extra damage and armor in tow. Because we the best. Complete the components if you can, because it gives extra bonuses. Yeah, we have been doing that. I just didn't know what I was doing it for. Which sounds really dumb. But it's similar to, like, having a quest that you accidentally complete, like, on your way to collecting the side quest. There's like, oh, we need you to take out this fort full of ancient skeletons. They're like, oh yeah, I took that on the way here because it looked interesting. Is that why there was like some people that wanted my help? And they're like, yeah, thanks. Just like, you're welcome. Hero by accident is what I call that, and it is delightful. Because you did something because you wanted to, and it ended up benefiting you as well. Alright, come here, you stupid beholder without extra eye stocks. Knockoff beholder. You can even upgrade them when they're equipped if they're not full level. Nice. That is super cool. I like it a lot.
Can't do that yet.
I think I didn't deserve that. We did that a lot. When I was playing Breath of the Wild, that happened a lot, because it was just like, oh, we need to explore. Or it rewards exploring, I should say. And then there'd be side quests where they're like, oh, I need you to find yada yada yada. I already found that like hours ago. It's fantastic. And also, unlearned skill in Devil's Crossing if there are abilities you don't use. Yeah, like respecking. I saw that earlier. Respecs are super handy, and they're almost goddamn essential in stuff like ARPGs. A little less so in like regular RPGs or stuff like. Oh, I'm trying to think. Destiny didn't have respecs, did it? No, I don't think it had enough stuff. You could always reset it, but you know what I mean. Destiny has like rerolls on equipment and stuff. But like for real, I'm just wandering. Getting kills wherever I can with a pace of first dungeon. Alright, so it looks. Follow the poorly lit road. Can't do that. It's the sketchy. Whereas instead of poor Dorothy going to a magical wizard where one witch is evil, she accidentally killed the other one. Let me tell you. It's just a real sketchy place for the zombies and insects. Probably not a hit in theaters. But that's just me. It's down this way. Abandoned storerooms. Okay. Probably not where I'm supposed to go, but I'm wondering why. I must know. If there's not something cool, why does it smash? Okay. That's big ass spiders. Okay. That was hidden. This is all off the map now. But why?
Can't do that yet.
Like, does this connect to the other part of the map? Yeah, it totally does. So, like, why is that a thing? Is there a... There's not a, like, a shrine in there that I just completely... Oh, God. What have I done? Doesn't seem like it. No shrine. Feels bad, kitty cat. Feels bad. Section off into a
Skill's not ready.
AoE we're doing is disgusting. That probably sounds really silly for someone who's played like any version of a harder part of this game. Or a harder version of this game in general.
Can't do that yet.
Squish. Keep on exploring. Cracking open a cold one.
Can't do that yet.
The boys being my left and right fists. Okay. What else are we looking at here? Nothing, because this is an empty frickin' room. Good lord. Another wall to crumble down. Another overseer to destroy. Alright, we're back. Okay, so transit and storerooms are very close to each other, apparently. Aether crystals, yeah.
Skill's not ready.
Anything else? Why have I been led so far astray in this dungeon? Nobody fucking knows. We're back at the start. Cool. Ugh. Swap gears. Well, library's either this way. In fact, I know it's got a fucking wall around it. Jesus, I am blind sometimes. Okay. Time to go back around. This is a big, big dungeon. Especially for the start. Nope, just ignoring you. Oh wait, I kind of want...
Can't do that yet.
One sec. Spoilers, that wasn't enough. Kind of hoping to get there before the boss, even though I don't think the boss will be much of a challenge for whatever the heck we're stacking here. What we're stacking is just lots of damage. Enough damage that even Flux Tape could not save this boss when we find him. Going around. We did that. That spit us out here. Okay. Shaman is pretty OP. Hey man. I can't help it that I just choose really well. It's not my fault. Rune Shrine. 2 Aether Crystals. Yeah, easy peasy. I'll do that every day of the week, buddy. Another shrine completed. Heck yeah. This thing taken care of. Man. Shaman just sounded fun. It also sounded the least edgy of the 6 choices. Turns out, in a world like this, everybody's equally edgy. When everyone's edgy, no one is. It's the syndrome principle. Fucking Aether Crystals. What was that star there? Oh, it's a hero. Okay. Find who wants people.
Not ready. That's not ready.
Those tacticals? Depending on when things procced. I'm not sure what makes me a shaman other than the fact that, like, I really enjoy calling down electricity out of my foes. Maybe that's all that's required in this time of day. Time and age. Okay. So that won't open. But why? Why won't you open? Let's go around and find out. Looking for a laboratory. Killing weird ass rat men. Zombies. Way too many spiders. No thank you. Yeah, zombies and, yeah, fight each other. Come on. Not long for this world. Yeah. They already died once. Despawn the enemies. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a path forward still. Good lord. Multiple level dungeon.
Do that.
This goes to the Spideys. I'm mostly just going here to That gave me a lot of peace of mind. Knock everybody out of the way here. Ocean level. Starting this thing's rank 2.
Can't do that yet.
When it does, it'll probably do more damage, but doing more damage is nice. Kind of the thing you go for in games. More damage. Pretty much above all. As long as you can survive. Alright, we have got to be close to the end of this dungeon. I assume. Oh, I just want to see what happens. I want to see the next path, next step I take. Got a whole other left, like, side of the world to do so. Alright, got this. A laboratory. The warden must be... Oh no, Journal of Inquisitor Creed, 5th and 6th entry. I don't think he made it. Poor guy. Oh, dumb guy, but poor guy. Alright, let's read about how he got possessed. It'll be a blast, I promise. 5th entry. Krieg got the better of me, and I am presently at his mercy, imprisoned beneath his manor. Seeing no other way to progress in my investigation, I forced my way into the locked portion of the manor and found myself in a veritable house of horrors. The unusual sorcerer in the lock should have been my first clue that I was dealing with something more extraordinary than some rogue occultist. Rotting bodies of men and women subjected to brutal torture or horrible experimentation. Delightful. Perhaps some mix. Spicy. Behind the manor, I found a door leading down into the earth beneath the estate, where I found myself quickly lost in an implausibly large dungeon. Yeah, tell me about it. It wasn't long before I sensed things moving in the darkness all around me, and they quickly closed in, surrounding me. As I prepared to fight for all his worth, Krieg's massive form emerged from the shadows, his face expressionless. He spoke coolly as though nothing at all was out of the ordinary, and invited me to tour his facility. Yeah, I'm sure this goes well. Lingered in this dank cell for one long, unsettling day and night of terrors, and Krieg has allowed me to witness the process by which they're preserving human bodies for what he calls the glorious dawn, as opposed to the grim dawn. I've gotten glimmerings of another consciousness within Krieg, which is joined with or possibly in control of him. From the way he spoke, it is clear that this is only some small part of a much larger conspiracy, and I suspect many other persons in key positions have been possessed by things akin to that which now inhabits Krieg. I was arrogant in my initial handling of Krieg and seriously misjudged his power and scale of the threat we faced. Fortunately, his own arrogance has likewise led him to misjudge the resourcefulness of his prisoner. He's invited me to ascend beyond humanity by pledging myself to his cause, or to join his inventory of embalmed corpses. I must contemplate the decision with a solid eventually order cannot hold the likes of me, and I have no intention of being here when Krieg returns for my answer. You're still definitely dead, though. We both know this. But for now, I'll pretend that you escaped. It makes me feel better. I'm all about feeling better. When it comes to sad times. Anything else that we're missing in this first room? Doesn't look like it. Let's keep on going. We're definitely close to the end of this, much I can tell. How much that I can tell. Gertran's Notes, first entry. It's unclear why the Ethereals are so interested in tissue preservation. One of my colleagues has posited that they may intend to use human corpses as vessels for possession. Ooh. Gross. Classic mummification. Okay, so the Ethereals are trying to invade our world. Which is not great.
ready.
Slave Loading Creek is our next step. Well, that requires me to find Loading Creek, which at this point is easier said than done.
Can't do that yet.
Living quarters, probably when you're hanging out with the zombie bros. Maybe. Gertrude's not second entry. That seems promising. In terms of going in the right direction. We entered Stage 2 of our trials today, but the results were not what I anticipated. We've progressed to the point where corpses can endure for months, possibly years, with minimal, mostly external, deterioration. Our ethereal overseer seems satisfied, and he, or it, unexpectedly places his hand on one of the corpses and notices a spark appear under your feet. Then again moves and fully alive again. It was a ghastly sight. What I found more troubling, though, is that these corpses are clearly not meant to serve as ethereal hosts. It has become known to be that they prefer living hosts. Oh god, they're making an army. Ooh. That's worse. Gertrude's third and probably final notes. Probably also gets turned into a zombie. Gimme. Thank you. Components. I like that this gives us lore. Makes it feel worth it. This will be the last entry, as I have determined to end my life. I cannot bring myself to carry out these abominable experiments any longer. I may have doomed humanity with my actions, but I have long felt shunned by my fellows of the Academy and thought the Ethereals could offer me something greater. I can no longer be a part of this. Oh, I see. Well, he was honorable-ish. Man, I hope this is the right way. This one is nuts. Starting to lose which direction's up and down. It's level 20 before we can find the boss. I still assume he's in the living quarters. This seems to be the thing, unless he's turned into a full-blown monster. It seems, for the most part, like he's still sentient. And the reason that they bond the ethereals to dead bodies is just to have soldiers. Our speed needs to be thinking of living to carry out their plans. Unless their plans already happened. Gertrude the Betrayed. Bovaris the Glacier. Okay, well, I haven't seen anybody named, the guy who said he was going to escape. Good. Still taken. Alright, the will contain. Got a blueprint. Oh, yeah. Fireball tossers. Ranged. This guy is a lower level. Low there for a second, but still pretty damn good. It's iron bits. Okay. Please tell me that my reading survived somehow. I'm begging you. That's all I'm asking. Yet I get the feeling it's not going to be the case. Or he's about to be experimented on. We save him at the last minute, but... Back to the abandoned stores. Good lord. Places... Also, it doesn't look like where we should go. It feels like where we should go is over there. Unless this is the way to get there. Inner laboratory. Okay. That seems plausible. basic
I can't do that.
army combat. Gotta get to the...
Can't do that.
We got 9 points available. Okay. Well, we dump some into Fighting Spirit and that and Force Wave. That's not good. Wait, who's hit? Oh my god. Just let me be in peace. Just trying to get to the Warden wherever the fuck he is. Dude's fucking world hide and seek champion. Alright, let's continue, let's dump into level 20, shall we? Wendigo Totem, they represent darker sides of Shaman rituals embracing the vicious duality of nature. Let's place totem will drain life from nearby foes, only creating a soothing aura that heals allies. Totems are taboo to most tribes as the primal hunger spirit invoked the power of the totem is perilous to control. Driven many shamans mad. Ooh, delightful. Sounds great. Why not? We got the Raging Tempest. We got Briar Thorns. I kind of want to dump a few into Savagery. Just seems good. Seems good. There we go. Firm changes, and, yeah, what, 1 devotion point? Okay. Affinity requirement, 1. Affinity requirement, 1. Let's get a defensive ability that unlocks a bunch of stuff for us. We'll figure out where to go from there. Next time we get a devotion point. AKA next time we find a shrine. I get the feeling I'm not going to find a shrine in this ridiculous interlude. It's just skills already. We just buff our base skills a lot. We possessed our artist. An actual person. To be just close as heck. Or not. I really don't know. Well, maybe we go the other way. Maybe this is just a wild goose chase on our end. But Air Laboratory does seem pretty concise in terms of, yes, this is where the boss resides. Flesh Warped Butcher. It's a great name for it. I will name my firstborn Flesh Warped Butcher. Late, and I'll probably get like simply get child harassment for such a phrase, but you know it's worth. Underground jail now. Okay. Now I don't know if I'm getting closer or further away. Let's read this. What do you got for me? Zanbrand's notes. Oh no, we're telling a story because this still fits. That's Gall Girthrand. Gall Girthrand took his life today. Oh wait, is the other person we fought there? Was that Zanbrand? You can never see the big picture, and this product is no different. Gertrude cannot fathom the glorious vision of the ethereals and the role we will play as early human collaborators. This isn't about personal gain. We will elevate humanity. Certainly, there has been a cost in lives, but progress always has a price. Primitive creatures to the ethereals. Well, these ethereals are getting fucked up, so. Just one guy. Big ol' axe. Okay, I mean, that could have gone further. It seems like it's still telling a story with these logs, so I just continue going forward, even though inner laboratory seems like a very definitive big old boss located here side. Boy. We've got the will here. Not beholder taken care of. Another hero toasted. Unholy inscription. Rare partial component. Well, Zambrant didn't fare any better. Ethereal seemed like well, we still haven't found our guy. That's good. Still alive. In our minds. Not sure if he's actually alive, though. Oh, did we... Oh, is this just like a little side area? Nope, it was not. There's more here. Hidden laboratory again.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Warden.
Why won't you die? When I'm done with you, I will crush your friends and build strong. Now, I will damage you. My true.
Not that. God, that was terrible.
That skill's not ready.
I'll be honest, you're actually not that much of a threat. Oh, I'm waiting for my, Good thing I have 92 more of those.
Can't do that yet.
Missive. Grab all this good stuff. Let's read that missive. Gosh, I only have 92 more of these potions. What am I gonna do? Don't know. Bam. There we go. Warden Krieg, excuse this crude form of communication. I'm far to the north, and it seems my thoughts are unable to reach you. In all future material correspondence, we will use our host names and common human language forms. Yes, I too am not a robot. I write looking for clarification on recent perplexing reports on your conduct. Is it true that you've been incarcerating and tormenting humans? What is the purpose for this? It would seem that your host's predilections are affecting your own behavior. You must bring this under your control and cease the superfluous activity. Your role is to facilitate our laboratories with a collection of corpses. Limit yourself to the parameters of this task, or you will be recalled. Alright, let's drop a buck incoming. Let's drop 2 more in physique. Anything else in this delightful room? Yes. Yes, there is. Warden's chest. Tainted brain matter. Maven's hood.
My inventory is full.
My inventory is full. Well, let's change that a little bit, shall we? That did not help at all. Well, we can read this, right? What is it? It's a relic of corruption. Ingredients: blood of Cthulhu, mutagenic ichor, molten skin, and scavenged plating. We have all of those, I think. Crafts corruption, which gives you an empowered relic with extra chaos, poison damage, health casting speed, and poison retaliation. Cool. Neat. Neat-o. What's this? Oh yes, the tainted green matter. Can I take anything else?
My inventory is full. My inventory is full.
My inventory is full. Okay, we'll look through everything here. That's way less damage per second, so that's garbage. These don't give physical damage, but they do give a lot more armor. I do like armor. This also gives armor, but the Ring of Steel is better, I think. That's nothing. These gauntlets, yeah, that's like an extra 100 armor with vitality damage. No, we gotta do that. We'll try to remove the components from that later. That's almost 60 armor more for extra acid, elemental, poison, spirit, offensive ability, 15% offensive ability. It's pretty good. It'd be hard to say no to, honestly. This is fine, I think. Yeah, that may be better. This requires my player level to be 22. This gives extra armor, extra damage to undead, physique, spirit, health, defensive ability. Yeah, I think that's better too. Everything else. One of these boots, maybe? Ooh, lightning damage. I like lightning damage. Oh. What's this? Bleeding damage, health, defensive ability. That's even more armor by a lot. Let's do that. Dropped you. Oh wait, no.
My inventory is full. My inventory is full.
Alright, well, let's drop some stuff here really quick. Just a little bit. We don't do that. We don't need shields. We need one-handed stuff like that. Yellow stuff, basically. Oh wait, that one. Those boots might have been really good. Anyways, bop, bop, bop. Yeah, they have a lot more armor. I like armor. Armor is good. This one doesn't really give what we want. Where's the Maven's Hood? There. Oh, it requires way more spirit, but we can sell it, so let's see if we can pick up anything of this here. Blah, blah.
My inventory I can't carry anymore.
Okay. What's here? Armor collection.
My inventory is full.
What is it?
I can't carry anymore.
I need to click on it there. Kind of like that a lot.
My inventory is full.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's just drop this. Grab this. And, let's report back, shall we? That was a hefty dungeon. That's like 4 layers of dungeoneering right there. Whew, alright. Mr. John. Mr. Bourbon. Mr. John Bourbon. I have killed a guy who was so far from us.
Is it finished?
Why did you do that?
Is the Warden dead? The Warden's defeat is a great victory for us, nay, for all of humankind. But there are many more ethereals out there, some much more powerful than Krieg. Perhaps more disturbing, though, there are those of our own kind who would see us dead to take what little we have, or just for the pleasure of killing. Among the innocent who passed through this prison on their way to Krieg's lab were many violent criminals, murderers, and worse. Many of them escaped to the northwest after the Grim Dawn, forming into ruthless gangs who prey upon drifters still traveling the roads. Since a river separates us and them, they have not been a problem thus far. Except we need farmers to get back to the business of growing food before we all starve to death. The farmland that supplied this region is to the northwest, and we need to secure a hold there. Mornay recently returned from Old Arkovia to the northwest and can give you details on the outlaw situation.
So you must be the kid that's causing a stir in my absence. You've done good by dispatching Krieg. I knew that man in life. I dread to think of what he had become as an ethereal. Aye, that old mess has come back to finally bite us right in the ass. The river's kept them at bay for now, what with the broken bridge. It seems the bastards have garnered a taste for the one hole in the world they were once so eager to escape. I'm not going to beat around the bush.
So now instead of
We're at
fighting
war,
zombos,
and if we don't take the fight to them, they will surely bring it to us. I'd much rather fight on my own terms. Wouldn't you?
Okay,
Before
sure,
we do
why not?
anything, we'll need to get that bridge repaired. Got men ready to do
think I
the
already
work
did
and some
that
scrap to get
on
you
accident.
started. Just need to provide the remaining raw materials. Once that's all finished, I need you to enter the Arkovian foothills and show those bastards we're not a prize for the taking. Last...
I like introducing myself. Sent with another scout, Elsa, to reconnoiter the lands to the northwest. Wait, is there no voice acting for this part? Thought he protected her from anything, but when it came to it, I was felled by a bullet to the ribs before the fighting even broke out. Also fought on like a devil, taking down 2 of the outlaws before they knocked her out. Took her with them. Band of rovers found tree in the ruins. Alright, so Elsa is like a daughter to me. I see. Fair enough. Iron, more scrap. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, bounties. Ah, I still need to be respected. I am apparently not, even though I just went and killed a large man. Let's go really quickly get rid of the stuff that we liked. Basically, let's salvage here.
Broken down?
Salvage cost. Yeah, we got 20. What's left? We didn't take out that much. It's not like we've got a lot of stuff that's worth keeping, but was that it? No, we wanted to take this off too. Is that it? I'm trying to remember. No, this too. Anything else? Yep. Okay. Now is that the last? Seems like it's the last this time. Yeah, alright.
Right, for now.
The rest we can pretty much sell.
I'll give you a good price of what I've got left.
I might keep that one though. No, I'm fine with it.
I ain't well spec.
Let's just go to the salvager to drop off my components, but also to add components on the next cast. Which I should want. Actually, do I need scrap in my inventory? As long as it's in my stash, does that still work? That's a question. Nice. I'll come back up. Come on, kitty. It's free. Come on. There you go. Okay, just, yeah. Put some armor on. I like armor. I like being tanky as hell. Tanky as hell is a blast. Got some extra rings. Doesn't seem that good. That gives us plus 3% experience gain. This gives us plus 3 as well as... Let's put that on there. Oh wow, no, that's way better. What am I doing? Energy, physique, cunning spirit, cold damage, physical damage, health. Lightning damage, yeah, let's do that. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. For now, we'll go with that.
Safe with me.
The
Promise.
crafting. Crafting is right here.
Hey, got any more scrap metal?
Powered relics. Yeah, we can make one of those. So we have the brain matter to do so. We can also make a Delivering gives elemental damage, calamity gives physical damage. Yeah, I'll take that. Made a ring or a relic. Yeah, powered relic. Adept's mace. Is that good? Doesn't seem like it. Two-handed axe. Could make this. Just need some anything. Extra special. Real pistol. Colt horn. Some offhand stuff. There's red. There's ribbon. Aether shard. Make that'd be good. I don't know what we use for. Make a couple.
Bring me back any blueprints.
Alright, I feel kitted once more. Life is good. We're off to the west to a bridge I may have already created. No exit, no problem. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are you? And if you don't want to answer that, that's fine too. Welcome to the stream. We are going through our first ever playthrough of Grim Dawn. Alright, we did not repair that. We repaired a different bridge. Oh, right, we repaired the bridge earlier, but we went through the tunnel because we wanted to end up where the blacksmith was so we could unlock the blacksmith. I remember now. Cronley's game. But probably shouldn't have sent your weakest guys. Well, on the plus side, it is actually right outside. Not super grim. Appreciate that. Kill Edmund Shanks. Shanks, in quotation marks. It's gonna... I don't know if this is the way to go forward. We'll figure it out. War sword. Nab it. We're currently playing some kind of weird ass warrior build. With a lot of electricity starting to get baked in. I don't know why, I just kind of like it. Considering I'm operating on pretty much no inventory. Darius wants this prison. Oh, no, you're dead still. Oh, you're still talking. You know what? Let me just kill all of your friends over your dying body really quick. They're all blood mist. Okay, now you can talk to me. You'll wish I shanked you dead. Well, I think we know why he was named Shanks, don't we? Oh, is he just gonna... Okay, bye. Nice to meet you. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna get retaliated at here, but... Quest's a quest. And if there were some more side quests for Chapter 2, I would not be opposed. Because I think we did all of them for Act 1. I don't think we missed any major ones. I think we got them all. I can see those. Right.
Well, did they like our housewarming gift? You work fast. I like that. We'll need more of that for what's coming next. Darius Cromley. Last I've seen his face, they almost hung him for a double homicide. The warden intervened at the last minute in favor of a life sentence in Devil's Crossing. Seems there were ulterior motives after all. Darius Cromley is the devil-made manifest, devious and manipulative with a penchant for sin of every kind. He's the one running this gang, and he's the one we need to go after next. We have to hit them hard and fast, leave no room for a counterstrike. I've only seen a portion of their operations in the region, but they are really entrenched on the Four Hills in Old Arcovia. Shanks surely wasn't Darius's only lieutenant, so I suggest you find the rest and kill them. We don't want one of them taking over after Darius is dealt with. I don't have any names for you, but they will probably have equally clever prison names as our dead friend Shanks. But to really end this, you need to cut off the head of this operation, Darius Cromley. If what I hear is true, you will find him hiding out in the mines underneath the Four Hills. Lastly, my scouting partner Elsa must still be out there with them. If I venture to guess, Cromley has her in his clutches. Save her from that brute.
Alright. Time to find Quaid. And kill Cromley, I guess. And also find Elsa's fate, which I guess is a side quest. Let's roll. Lots of things to find. I assumed Cromley was going to be like the big boss of Act 2, but if you're just going to toss me up against him right now, gladly to. I am glad to take care of that for you. So, once we get another couple levels, I want to keep on just dumping into Shaman and seeing where these lightning skills can be taken from here. Invest more in stuff like Frenzy because we're going just hammer and two-handed melee builds. We also need to find more shrines so that we can go towards that Kraken that just increases our damage by 50% just flat. It's pretty gross. In a good way. It's that kind of gross after you just demolish someone. Just like that poor guy had a family. And now he just doesn't. Just let you attack. So, okay. No family left after that. Can't do this. Just it's that guy. Got stunned super quick. It's tense. Oh, that's just like taking. Oh, okay. Well, we cleared out the first camp then. Then we must continue onward. Oh, except for this guy. Oh, there's spatter these guys with the light tomato paste. And continue onward. And also kind of look at like where we should be going. I kind of want to go north first here. Unless we can't fit through. Okay, then why is that? Oh, never mind. I guess we have one way to go, and that way is south. Oh boy, oh boy. Would you like some advice? I am always up for some advice. I appreciate any of it. Gargantuan stone is big as doors. I love hearing different ideas for the game, considering I am a absolute fresh face to it. Lots of people have different ideas for builds and stuff, and they always give tips. And I was like, here, if you want to do the most damage, pick one melee skill and max that out. Oh, good. We were going that way with this frenzy build. This our level here, savage, not frenzy. I don't know why frenzy keeps on popping in my head. I figured instead of spreading myself out so thin, I would want to max out certain skills. Savagery is good for damage and life regen. Good. That was a total guess, but I'm glad it worked out. Though I would rather be lucky than good when it comes to life, that's for sure. It makes life more interesting. I mean, I'd most certainly rather be both. Modrin's pack. Modrin's Pact. Call upon the beast god Modrin to bestow nature's blessing upon you and nearby allies. Ooh. That just looks like fun. It's like a self buff, right? Or for your pets. Etc., etc. Alright. Let's see what's in this cave, shall we? Spined Cove. Further down, you also get percent life increase. That is... This boy's superior spectral longsword of... I always like finding desecrated shrines because it's a lot easier to do it because I know I have the item for it rather than having to go down and just hope for it. There we go. Another for a relic. Level 20. Heck yeah. Boop, boop. Life is good. This is why we explore caves, folks. Okay, don't touch the remains. Very sorry.
Skill's not ready.
Very sorry. Where's that pop out? Oh. I see. Good to know. Those bandits. Arc's really nice too, does bleed and has chance for knockdown, I think. It's in the soldier class. Soldier we haven't delved into too much, so I'd love to. AoE effect? I love AoE. AoE's so good and stuff like this. Let's go down. Let's see what's down first there. You know, rover camp somewhere here. Oh, hello. Drew Larkin. You are not named Quaid. What happened to you? Backstabbed by my partner, only man I thought I could trust in this godforsaken hellhole. We were traveling, cart full of scrap we'd salvaged from some rundown homes, when I guess the bastard decided that splitting the profits 50-50 just wasn't going to cut it. Jumped me in the middle of the night and stabbed me right in the gut. Made off with all the loot and left me to die out here. If you ever run into a man with a patchwork green jacket going by the name Isaiah, you cut him down for me. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll at least hear him out first. Back here. Not a peep. Going up the road again. that doesn't look like it went too well. Hello, Isaiah. It's a huge misunderstanding. Okay. Drew was a worthless scum. This mess wasn't about the haul of scrap. The bastard tried to rape my daughter Josephine when we were last camped out. I confronted him and he got violent. Rotting out there along the road is least deserved for trying to overpower a young girl. Can I go back and talk to him? He's probably already dead. How do I know you have a daughter? Seems like an awfully convenient story to just have on the spot, so I trusted him. He's telling the truth. I believe him. People usually don't have a good story like that, just waiting. Okay, well this camp looks like... If killing his real daughter comes back and tries to kill you, I would just feel bad. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, if I'm wrong, well, the worst thing that happened is I let this guy go free and this guy doesn't get his vengeance, but he's dead anyways, so, you know. But if it's true, I just kind of get killed with Joe's father, which feels worse. Out of here, thank you. So if you don't know anything and you're just like guessing, it's like the least of the lesser of the two evils. And if he's telling the truth, well, you know, we're great. Looks like there's another NPCs over here. This might be the camp we're looking for. Salvage dealer, Grevin. About that. Hello, pleased to meet a friendly face out there. Bandits don't usually grant us courtesy. Since you're traveling these parts, I was wondering if you could help us out. Our elder Matthias had gone missing following a recent raid on our camp. The elder was determined to keep our talisman, a precious relic of our people, away from the greedy hands, so fled into the nearby ruins of the bandits showed up. Alright. Explore the ruins west of Staunton Mine. Seek out elder Matthias. If it is as a fear and the elder is dead, please at least recover the talisman. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll stumble upon it eventually. Mario Kart for the win, by the way. Ah, yes. It's one of my favorite posters. There's so many more. It's just, I don't have much of a camera yet. One day I'll get a camera. But that camera will be focused on my sleepy kitty instead, because it's far more cute than a random poster. Dude, I love Mario Kart. It's... star now. Ah, just because he's part of the quest. Gotcha. Okay, more trouble with bandits. Violent and bloodthirsty leaders. Everything despising this world. Now they've set up a barricade along the road to drown travelers. Do you have a favorite Mario Kart? Probably. We've set up camp here. What we decided to do, the best course action, we blow the barricade along our brothers and sisters. The road to travel in peace when we lack the means to do so. It's abandoned, but it may have some explosives. Yeah, that's sort of headed there anyways. My personal favorite is still probably either Double Dash or the newest one, 8. Or Deluxe, depending on which one you play. Deluxe and 8 are the same thing, if you got the DLC for it like I did. God. The DLC just made me so excited for a possible, like, Nintendo kart. Alright, looks like there's an entrance to something over here. Hoping it's the mines. It's just HPs. With like F-Zero tracks and Metroid carts and let's go to the mines. Sure. Hyrule Castle is a track. Like most of Nintendo's properties could fit in a Mario Kart game pretty easily. Star Fox with his ships. You could have some outer space stuff. You already have outer space stuff with Rainbow Road. Got F-Zero, which is literally a racing game that you haven't made another game in 10, at least GameCube level, right? Metroid, you can just use the ship as a cart. They have some cool-ass planets as tracks. Zelda has already been proven to be pretty effective. I like the Hyrule track, but, you know, could use more. It just seems easy. It's like easy money. You get to expand your horizon. There's an Animal Crossing track, and that fit. And Animal Crossing is like the most chill game I can imagine. They made a track out of that. They made no new racetracks with Splatoon yet, but they should have. They had them as racers, but they only made a track out of, I think, the arena? I don't know. It's just... I drool with possibilities. They could do like a Smash Brothers, like everyone is here except Mario Kart. I figure that's got to be where they're going next with it. They're taking a break. They've taken a break from it for just a few years now. Deluxe is just a port of 8, and 8 came out on the Wii U, which is the deadest game or the deadest game console I've ever met in my life. I love it.
Skill's not ready.
Nicholas Balthazar. Balthazar.
Can't do that yet.
There we go. Another blueprint. Another blueprint. And more reputation with Devil's Crossing. And Dynamite. Excellent. Lost Rover Elder. Lost Rover Elder, they said, was past the mine, if I remember correctly. Anyways, let's quick read these blueprints so we can get rid of them. Got a blueprint for a Sanctuary Relic, which gives extra health. Less of a physique requirement for armor, pierce resistance, quite a bit. 100% chance of hit by a critical, protective barrier forms around you for 18 seconds. Oh no, that's the recharge, still. This is the same thing. We already learned this. Okay, well, we can sell that or something. Explorer's Trousers. That's what I'm talking about. How can you say no to these Explorer's Trousers? Alright, just going forward, I guess. I never really explore with a nice focus. I just kind of wander. End up stumbling on a lot more interesting stuff usually. Or I get lost, but at least I can tell myself nice things. Nothing here. Nope, just a barrel that's got nothing in it. Wasp nest. Squish. Lots of wasps. Thanks. Alright, there's the exits. The mines. Doesn't look like there's any shrines hidden in here. Right. Good? Yep, no shrines. That's fine. Don't expect them to be super easy to find anyways. Back in the Arcovian foothills. Oh, that's not too far away. But this is where we should be looking for the Lost Rover Elder. That is for sure. Okay, what's that? Oh. Clearing the way. Throw the bandit barricade off. Which is somewhere over somewhere. Fine. We got time. Time to explore. Oh, found it. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright. That clears the way quite nicely. And this connects back. Let's finish the side quest. Just keep on exploring the other parts that we haven't found yet. Arsonist. That's a lovely Harnessed truncheon of corrosion. How is this? It's just hiding. Honestly, I don't know exactly where we're going. Just kind of exploring that. Killing bandits, leveling, grabbing stuff, boots. Mechanics there, okay. I'm sure we don't miss as much as we can, honestly. Getting all that lore and all that content. Yeah? Do you mind? Oh. Every once in a while you stretch too much and then you're gonna fall off my desk. And then you're gonna look at me with this deep look of betrayal. And it's all on you. It's all on you. Don't give me that look. You're just too stretchy. Yeah. Pretty much all friends shrines. I kinda wanna find another rift gate. Oh, no, we did. We found a rift gate here. Losing it. It's not even time down the stream at all. Already past gone. Alright. Destroyed the barricade. Got some more rover's reputation, some more iron, and expand the size of the inventory. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I care about. But we should at least look. Most of the stuff we're gonna sell right now just because we're not gonna use it. Oh boy, he's got a lot of stuff though. Not a lot of size of him. Let's sell stuff around. Gauntlets is great, but the armor drop is ridiculous. Extra armor. Resistance. We'll sell this one. Replace this and that. Use that. This new war sword of attack. Definitely a lot less DPS. These rings were not good last time. Some more maul. Ooh, plus 199. Just gives a lot more attack damage. And extra attacks per second. And better offensive ability. We have Searing Embers, so... Sell that. Later. One longsword. This helm. Multi damage, multi damage. Light radius, cast resistance. Not that good, honestly, but armor gain is ridiculous. Let's do that. Keep that because I want to get this component off of it. Good lord, it's like an extra 100%. Same thing if I'm getting armor off of it. So that's extra pierce damage, vitality damage, cunning, offensive ability, and fire resistance. Let's see some other stuff here. Don't need that because we already learned it. Can't use that. That's more of a spirit caster armor. Nope. Nope. Oh, something crashed. I disconnected. My local network, believe it or not, shouldn't be offline, Steam, but thank you for taking me out of my game for it. Okay. Well, that was weird, but I can see I'm still streaming, so I'm just gonna keep streaming. So, yeah, we're still gonna sell. Wow. Move this over. Oh yeah, we need that or that. Or this. Wow. There we go. Life is good. Well, let's continue on. The quickest. Well, we could go down somewhere, see what's there. We blew up this barricade, which I assume is kind of the correct way forward, but exploring's more fun than that, anyways. Find some hidden boss characters, side quests of sorts. See what's up. This one's a giant warhammer. Oh, look. Oh, God. It's flying. Got ragdoll physics. Skeletal Deathbolt Archer. That's an engineer. Flame Revenant. I wonder if the skeletons name themselves. Or do we name them? Because if we name them, they've got a lot of thinking to do for the extremely edgy things that we name them. It's pretty cool. Is this another cold one? Frost can't do that. Just like stick interesting ruins. They almost have Egyptian snake imagery. But you and me both know they're far more. Okay, this needs to be fixed, but I assume that's going to be kind of a quest, so we'll go back. More of a Cthulhu-based persuasion from what we've been seeing. Another bridge and another complete destruction. Okay. This one. The torch is actually in here. There's the guy here. Like a side quest. Oh no, it's Elder, right? Is this the guy we wanted to talk to? Yeah, okay. I found him. This is why exploration is fun. Please, stranger, take this talisman. I carried it away from my camp to prevent bandits from stealing it. But I was an idiot, and now I'm dead. Pauses to clear his throat of blood. Oof. I implore you, bring the talisman to Grevin. He's at Rover Camp, just east of Stout Mine, the Arcobian foothills. You got it, Pops. Just accidentally put this question there.
That skill's not ready.
Raptors, whatever. Looks like we can go back. Let's see. Should be right here, right? That's the game. What's up? What's up? Anyways. Oh god, no, I don't want to lie just to take a shitty ass talisman. Rover's reputation increase. Iron increase. Excellent. Well, that's 6% quests taken care of. Now let's go north, get through that barricade, and see what's next. We're doing pretty well here anyways. Cruising pretty effectively. Might as well sell all the other stuff. Oh god, they just become meat mist. Bridge that's actually complete is on the Rocky Coast. Okay, so we're almost. Let's see. Crumbling Watch. Commander's Retreat. Making our way towards Old Arcovia here. Which sounds like it's fallen into, you know, just a little bit of disrepair.
That skill's not ready.
Mr. Big Old Stone Tusk is no match for my... Come on, pick it up. There we go. Warhammer. On War Mall. There we go. Lots of squishes. Alright, let's head up. See what's next. On the rocky coast. Why, it's rocks. Sentient rocks, of course. Oh, gross. May have fallen asleep for a moment. It is not a problem. I'm here to entertain, and if that entertainment involves you drifting off to sleep, then that's just as good. 22, excellent. Good fighting, and now I don't think there was fighting. I think there was a lot of it. Okay. I'll do better fighting. We made it through chapter 1. We are now exploring the toward Old Arcovia. Alright. Let's continue on.
That skill's not ready.
Just lots of bees. Lots and lots and lots of bees. That looks like a little mini dungeon right there, so let's go. Hoping that there's a shrine down there. We'll see. Not totally sure, but it's always good to explore it. Okay. Once in a while, I just have to set some up. Sorry if I take a little break. Let's see what's hanging out. If any. Or if it's just spooky scary monsters that are apparently all wasps. Better than spiders, still. Better than spiders. Except for the fact that they're almost incessant in how many there are. Alright, we got more skills to pay said bills. Let's max this out, shall we? Scorpion Sting is now 25% chance on our Frenzy attack. That's pretty nice. There we go. Our Scorpion Sting can keep on upgrading. We got 8 charge levels now. Nice. And we already upgraded 20 here. Soldier. You know what? Let's get this the pact going. We got 1 more point. Might as well. Rim changes. We got 1 devotion point. We want to put it into any of these. This gives health, for example, so that we can get this Kraken, which just gives 50% to all damage, because of course it does. Why not? Let's see, we got the Hanged Man, which gives vitality and vitality damage. Small burst of ether fire erupts at your target's feet. Extra fire, extra fire. Torrent of water. It's cold and lightning damage. I don't know why that gives lightning damage, honestly. Physical resistance, cold resistance, yada yada. Ghosts. Extra lightning and ether damage. Lots of things include lightning, apparently. What's this? Bull Rush. Just gives physique. Defensive ability. All armor by 2%. All armor by 5%. Interesting. that feels good, because extra lightning damage is always good. Kraken is a great choice. That's the one that stood out to me when we reviewed stuff today. Just the amount of damage that it outputs. Like, gross. So we just need affinity in blue, which is why we're going towards any of these. Like, Lizard would take less devotion to do, but it also is just some basic health regeneration and some constitution percentages. That gives extra health, that's fire, that's water, but also extra lightning damage. It's not bad. 35% chance on attack with extra cold and lightning damage. Plus 24% cold and lightning. Plus 40% electrocute damage. Whereas this gives like physique, extra resistances. And that's lightning and ether. Mostly ether. Well, it's plus 24% lightning damage. That's plus 15% lightning damage. Ether. Honestly, once you get to higher levels, maybe undo the spines. Yeah, I mean, I just did it because it was close and it looked cool because we're in normal. We're just kind of figuring stuff out. We'll just toss stuff in Wraith for now. It gives extra lightning damage, and that's kind of what I want to go for in this round. Let's call it good for now. Keep on exploring. And also assign our buff. Oh yeah, God, I forgot that we had the Wendigo totem. That is just silly. Actually, one sec. I want to use around. There we go. I'd forgotten we had them. Mostly because I didn't need them. Spines are, I wouldn't say they're a crutch, because it's not like we're having too much difficulty on a normal version of an ARPG that goes up to, what, like, hardcore. That. You know there's an ultimate and a hardcore.
Can't do that yet.
There we go. Nice. Royal jelly. Jelly. Okay, there's a boss down. Marked rock. Sure, why not? Why was this here? Nobody really knows. More royal jelly. Is that it? Could be. Looks like the lower left corner's got something though. Maybe. Nope, nothing. Alright. No totem, just a boss. Grab this stuff. Why not? Just in case. And continue on the path of righteousness. Another card got upset. There's a ruined shrine. What do you need? A frozen heart. We don't have a frozen heart. Well, poop. Well, it's marked for later. I hate finding them and not having the components for it. It sucks. New harbor. Looks great. Looks very populated. Oh, we're back in the Rocky Coast. Got the inventory space to store it. Ooh, I see things. I see peeps. Hello, peeps. I'm hoping you're Quaid. Miners, Rovers, Horus. Oh, hey. Yeah. Cromley's closest men become fanatics, following his every command no matter how depraved or bizarre. Stuck these damn green crystals in their flesh become freakishly strong. Oh, yeah, he's definitely possessed.
Keep your weapons where I can see them.
Hello to you too, Quaid. Extra reputation, very nice. Still a bullet to prove it. Mornay sent you. You must think you have each other out. Cared for those weapons be yours to use. It's pretty much what I've been doing the entire time. Crowley's gang is well armed and experienced. We are not. This is not a battle we are going to win by running in their head on. We need to cripple them. This is where you come in. The Outlaws have a series of forges similar in making to the one behind me, scattered throughout the 4 hills. You destroy them, Darius's men won't be able to rearm themselves. I understand this may not be your problem, but I'm willing to make it your problem for some hire. You got yourself one heck of a deal. All you had to say was, could you kill something? And I would be here for it. Other side quest. Hit me up. Stranger, you look well armed and capable. I've been injured by a rogue troll that's rampaging around these parts. Please find the beast and slay it. It's a danger to our camp. Look for it up the road. Okay, sure. Yeah. I was gonna kill it anyways. Let's be real. Unlocked the next point, right? Cool. 4 Hills north, Broken Hills south, Twin Falls west. And Old Arcovia. Right smack dab in the middle. Alright, so we've got... I don't know if that side quest will do it. I assume it will.
Can't do that.
Otherwise, why would they have instructed me to talk to Quaid? That guy just... Not even a little bit of a chance, really. More dynamite, eh? Alright. Not enough dynamite. I have 0 dynamite right now. Oh, there's people here. Cool. Cool. Tight. Didn't expect this to be at all even a town. It looked very deserted, but, you know, I guess Grim Dawn, this is about as populated as it gets. Alright. Alicia, unless you want to work, we should turn around and head back out of here. Got nothing to give and we don't need stirring up trouble. Just trying to stay alive. That means toiling for Crown... Oh, they work for Cronley. Cronley's men use us in whatever way they please. Ooh. She's too young for Cronley's men to bother with. Ooh. No. Silence with them makes sure we stay in line to meet Cronley's quota. Waters are growing increasingly dangerous, and we struggle to catch enough fish, but we can probably fill our nets in time for the tribute. Still have to gather scrap, though. We cannot miss our quota. Last time that happened, Silas took one of the children back to his camp, and we never saw her again. Oh my god, these people are awful. I take y'all to Devil's Crossing. Strange offer, but we cannot leave. Alright, fine. Yep, alright, I'll help you. How much stuff do you need? I have enough. What you coming near me for? Get back to work. Alright, got the scrap. Here you go. There you go. I did it for you. Wish I could do it. I think we can do more. It's just, I don't feel like... Without Cronley dead, I feel like retaliating here would just mean this little community gets absolutely wiped the heck out. I don't like having that on my conscience, even though they're just a bunch of pixels in a game. But if I kill Cronley, I would assume I can kill Silas and free them from whatever godforsaken tyranny they seem to be under. But for now, need some dynamite. I don't got none. Oh boy, atomic mending. I only have 99 others. Thank goodness I found some. Alright. Oh wait, what's that over here? That's a big fucking troll. That's level 25. Oh, you know what? No, I'm fine.
That skill's not ready.
There we go. Warp Troll Bone Crusher of Onslaught. That looks great. I love it. We announce you forgot the loot balloon. Thanks, loot balloon. It was a pretty clean ass fight. Thanks to both the blessing and the totem. The Wendigo totem. Plus 3 to savagery. Is that really what it was? I was gonna look at it in here because I wanted to. Oh, that completed the quest? No, it didn't. There's just a new quest. Quite a few men injured. Royal jelly. I do have some. Oh, you need 3? I got 3 right here. I love completing quests like that. It's so easy. It'll help a lot with your leveling. Excellent. I am excited. Ooh, got some royal jelly balm recipes, which does health regen. Let's go. Thank you. Boop, 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 boop. 9 ether damage, 33 bleeding over 3 seconds, plus 7% crit damage, plus 3 to savagery, 14% physical, plus 48%. Jeez, dude. I don't know. I don't know. That seems pretty good. I can do that. Okay. Thanks. And let's read that. Got that done. Excellent. There we go. Jeez. You fucking monster of a ball. That's a great drop. It's not even a fair drop. That's fucking best part about here. Summed up in about 2 seconds. Hey, you stop that. Don't make me come up there. Don't make me come up there. Oh. Made me come up there. Don't mind if I God. That's not fair. Thank you, Mr. Troll, for your excellent drop. Ever since I've been a little kid, I like hitting things real hard. That's my entire life. In Fallout, just go for a melee build. It's great. Just big old things. Power hammer. Just want to see how far I can hit things. Home run contest in Smash. Hitting things real hard. Any other, like, RPG of some sort? Hitting things real hard. Playing D&D? Barbarian, because I like hitting things real hard. Frankie the Knife. Why should I spare you, the Knife? Hitting home runs? You know it. Everyone thinks Ganondorf's the best, but the secret sauce was using Yoshi's Flutter Kick, where it would just keep on, like, building up damage really quickly. There's no deep and creates power from those green crystals. Plunges shards of their flesh. I'm listening. That could help. I'm gonna kill these guys. They gave me what they wanted, or what I wanted. Get through them. before you even see his ugly mug. Check behind Crowley's bed. There's a gap in the wall that leads to his little hideout. Alright, now I'm gonna kill you. Sorry, you're still damaged. Alright, nice. Does that make me a bad person? Debatable. They were still bandits. Oh yeah, Forge. They just, it's gone. I just consider myself very persuasive. That's how I'll go with it. That's how we'll spin it. Persuasion. Alright. I see another entryway to something down here. I like dungeons because they contain bosses and loot. Hanafi. Hanafi mine? Hanafi mine. Alright, well, let's see what's down here. I don't think this is like the main place. Make sure to get Might of the Boar. It's attached to Savagery. Might of the Boar. Might of the Boar. I did get it. I just have one more point to put into it. I like that one myself. The amount of class differences that you can do, because you can each class is like a since you can multi-class pretty much everything, it's really interesting to me how each of them basically build on each other. It's really nice. Usually, when I play like a D&D, obviously, there's multi-classing, but it's rare compared to just using one class and leveling it all the way. But having some like synergies with different classes is really interesting to me. That's probably my favorite part of this game so far. It's discovering that multi-class is basically built into the game. Ooh, that sounded fun. Squish. Squish. Oh, he didn't squish. You know he's strong because he didn't blow up into a little meat particle. Okay. Where's this go? That's mine entrance. Okay. This is a much bigger map than the last one. And we did get some dynamite, which means we can blow up that barricade. Which is delightful. Where do you connect and why? Don't know. Why is this here? Let's go down. Gotcha. Middle rat.
I can't do that.
That's dead. Hello. That's another one of the, okay.
Skills not ready.
Mostly on extent. Alright, our wheel is going strong. We need our go-to. Just, pop that switch. Dynamite. Thank you. Now we got 2 dynamites. Extra reputation. Yeah, no. Don't mind if I do that. Thank you. What's the note say? Pow. Oh, nice. Another level into Scorpion Sting. 800 bonus. Wow. Wilkins' note. Word going around the camp is that the undead finally stopped attacking the walls. Not that I'm complaining, but a man's gotta wonder why. Just the other day, we lost 3 on the west wall when a bunch of them corpse fiends burst out of the bodies and took everyone by surprise. They was bleeding us dry with no end in sight to their numbers. Hell, pretty sure I've seen a few of our dead lurking out around there. I ain't no general, but it seems to me like it's only a matter of time. Boss says that we've won, that old Arcovia belongs to the gang. Even called in his top lieutenants to join them in the mine for some sort of celebration. Feels too soon to me, but ain't nobody asking what Wilkins thinks. Sadly not, Mr. Wilkins. Sadly not. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, let's go out this way. Let's see what's there. And also, okay, squish. Cool. 8. Squish. 11. will spit out where... Oh, we went. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's get this last Might of the Boar. Then I don't know. To go Totem's good, because it's healing. Burst blood vessels. It's kind of nice. It's extra lightning damage. Also extra lightning damage. Firing Swarm. Grievous Wounds. Abilities. Let's just get our buffs in. Oh wait, you know what? No, the barrier was like right here, right? We got dynamite. Let's use it. But obviously, let's continue to destroy the forges in the Four Hills, because I assume that's going to weaken the boss. Or just give me something good. One or the other. Mr. Demolition Man. Alright, here we go. Where does this take me? If anywhere. It's very culty. Oh. Hidden spore. Don't mind if I do. Yes, I am ignoring those giant skeletons. Sarcophagus. Yeah, that seems great. Oh, okay. Not cursed. I was expecting it just kind of be cursed. Ancient armor plate, nice. Oh, we have gone to a different part of Hanafi Mine, and we can't get out. Oh, that's frustrating. Didn't want to fall down there. I've already been here. Sure, that would have spit me out right next to the lieutenant that I needed to kill, but... Or not needed, but... They told me to kill all the ones that were named, so I'm doing so. Alright, gotta go back around. What's that? Yeah, we found everything there. So we gotta just go up this way. Just a little extra area that we could unlock with some extra stuffs. Keep on searching out those forges. I think Elsa's gonna be found with Cronley, right? So that side quest. Wait, now there's a guy in here. Boris, master the pit.
Can't do that.
Alright, Boris, master the pit is no more.
My inventory is full. My inventory is full.
Alright, time to actually start messing around with my inventory. Oh. God, what do I even have? The answer is too much heckin' stuff. Alright, well, let's go back to town. Sort this out. Oh god. And then come back. Yeah, seems good. We haven't found the Four Hills warp gate anyways. Alright, take a couple things off.
Tinkering is my specialty.
Here. Add on. You. Here. Add on. Here. Yeah, okay, well, that's good.
Bring me back something interesting.
Oops. Right click doesn't work, but ghost. Also check for any side quests here, but I don't think so. Alright. Now let's look through stuff. Actually, first let's sell everything.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Work from there. To sell the dynamite, that'd be silly. This formall's just it's too good. This gives physique and cunning and spirit plus 5% physique. It's hard to pass up. Scythe is just the damage per second, just not nearly as good. That plus 3 frenzy is disgusting. This gives more lightning damage, offensive ability, resistance, and releases a concentrated burst of static electricity. With extra armor too. Keeping that. Shield, this. Acid poison damage. Kind of works with our spines right now. We need that, or that, or that. We do need that. We'll need that, obviously. No, 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 no. Alright. So, leaves us with a couple of things we can check out. Oh, wait, not that. Let's do this. We'll sell it. And I'll do this. We'll sell that. And this. We need the component off of that. Put that over there. Just for.
See you around.
Let's get this last component off.
Tinkering is my specialty.
It's item combination, adding in some extra armor. This gives health and constitution. Just like oops. Pick up everything else that we just killed off of the master of the pit. Why he wasn't there before, I don't know. But he wasn't. Okay, so we need to obviously get here. We can see both stars. So let's curl around to our right until we can get where we need to go with those two. Maybe our next step in our quest to cleanse this land. Oh god, we're gonna have to go like all the way around. Oof. Guess I should have expected it, honestly. Across the bridge. Nothing here. Ooh, a rotting corpse. Delectable. Okay. Across the bridge we go. Storming another bandit camp. Because, you know what? Thankfully, I haven't really been seeing, unless they're quote-unquote invisible. I have not seen any of his augmented folks as of yet. Hello, Squish. Squish. Either way, let's continue on. Chase the people that are running away. You, goodbye, goodbye. Anybody else? A couple more on the walls. I don't know how that didn't hit you at all, but that was very disappointing. Mr. Arsonist. Alright, there's the last forge. Whoa, the other starship. Ah, the scanner.
Do that.
Extra reputation. Don't stop. Alright, quest is done. What the heck were those extra stars that were being shown? They're being shown down here. I wonder if that's where Crowley is hiding right now. Doesn't hurt to do a little look-see. Curse you elevation. And stairs in general. Just nasty. Nasty enemies. Gonna be honest, you're gonna need more than that. Cask of Readiness. Pick it up. Alright. Kind of rotten one. There's only like 20 or so scattered around the world. So. At least on this difficulty, if I remember correctly. Research before I actually played it. There's not that many to find anyways. 10, 8. Those are very different numbers, but I can't break them. Exactly. Lots and lots of chests just out here. Guys need to do better at security here. You. Third chest. Ah, of course, that's why we should. Can't hurt. I'm surprised there didn't Alright, we got Boomer Slow. Dead man. Apparently, good lord. I got that. The description fails me. This is probably, yeah, that's gotta be from Ground Hills, right? I'm thinking of Darius Crowley from which is not the correct comparison. Alright, so I'll just only get a Genesis to get to but I want to see if Quaid actually has anything, right? Oh no, we can just do this and that. Teleport back and forth. Save some time. Just want to make sure we're not missing any quests. Up for more work, yeah, exactly why I was worried. Notification. Somewhere inside Cronley's hideout underneath the Four Hills, there lives a bastard by the name of Moneybags Martin. Sounds like a gambler. Here's moniker by exploiting poor travelers such as my own group. A few months ago, Martin and his band caught us out on the road demanding all our valuables. I refused, and for that, he took my eye. That was the day I left my rover elders, no longer willing to let that unforgiving world spit all over our pacifist lifestyle. Oh, okay. Well, let's go kill Cromley. I thought the forges would weaken him, but I'm getting the feeling that it's just a little side quest. Let's go find Crom. What do you think, Kitty Cat? 2. I see a warping mechanism here. Where does that fit in? That's the 4 hills one. Okay, we haven't gone to the broken hills yet. I wonder if that's going to be next, or if we missed that. Or what? I assume, though, that this is where we're going.
That school's not ready.
Got the info from one of his past lieutenants too. Quest done. Dynamite. Appreciate it. Yeah, people are getting now. I care. And seems pretty linear so far, dungeon-wise. The last one was sprawling. Legitimately got lost in there a couple of times. This one, not so much. This one feels nice and very easy to progress through. Well, I guess both kinds is kind of nice. Best of both worlds kind of shit, Dave. You know what? 1 second. I'm switching these. I'm switching these again. So I forgot that the pact is a toggle, so having it on a key that I don't usually have on right now is nicer than accidentally pressing it next to the top. It's just not bad. Got our fortitude back to full. In the right direction, I think. Just that's what I'm gathering. Ah, there's the destined. Starting to, we're making progress then. We're starting to see nice little ether crystals shoved into our favorite little bandits. Yeah, it's only going to get more grotesque as we get closer. Probably. Obviously had some sort of connection with the past warden, so it makes sense that he might also be possessed. Or at least I've been convinced
that skill's not ready.
Don't know what the dynamite will exactly be used for, but I always like making things with it. Maybe we have barricades to uncover. Come on, Cronley. I am absolutely wiping the floor with you guys. Come up in the system. Come on. Whoops. Like it's too much. Never could I have thought this was possible. Yeah, seems like the way forward. Gotta look by his bed, and there's a gap there, and that's where he hides. That requires us to get to the actual ending. Nice electrocution. Well, we're dynamite. That should be dynamite this long, fellas. It's hilarious. keep on making our way deep in the one blood-soaked step at a time.
That skill's not ready.
These guys do not have a lot of health. They go down with a little accidental sneeze. More dynamite, because why not? Where's this one dude? Overall, these guys aren't that much tougher. In fact, pretty much leveled up to the point that we're equal level with them. We've been kind of lagging behind them lately, so it's nice. I'm sure we'll finally for now, it's feeling like a pretty big damage machine. Particularly meaner. Not bad. Cannons. Another bridge. It's definitely maybe the way forward. Yeah, that's definitely the way forward. I can see a star. I kind of want to find Elsa too. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. They have a uncomfortably cute song to sing. And I can't let her miss her deadline, so. Alright, I assume that's probably just gotta show her. Alright, where's Elsa? You turd.
So Bourbon's dog has come barking. You should give up trying to act the savior. It doesn't suit you. Humanity is already doomed and a new power is rising. Get on board like I did or go extinct. Well, that's not quite true. The Ethereals will need new vessels, so I'm sure they'll keep some domesticated humans around to breed like livestock. You know, I heard you were taken when they found you. I bet your offspring would make good vessels.
Why are you so creepy?
Isn't it obvious? Devil's Crossing may be a prison, but it's like a fortress and controls the roads to Burwich and to the west. The Ethereals wanted to capture it, and you know, as much as I wanted out of that place, I think I've grown nostalgic for it. This time, I get to play Warden, and I intend to have some fun, just like old Krieg did. Tell you what, give me Devil's Crossing and I'll put in a word for you. Maybe give me some...
Seal up. Probably should have done this. That's awkward. We actually died. That's a first. Man who's experiencing recovers some of your experience you lost by collecting your grave marker. Oh, I'm way back here. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh. I deserve it. I should have done better on that one. Well, let's go through some inventory upgrades then, shall we?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Nope. Nope. No. I don't even know what the heck that is, but it looks awesome. Fire damage, burn damage, physique, offensive, defensive. Yeah. No. Where 26, and it's still way down in damage per second. No, no, no. No, no. No, no, no. No, 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 and no. Okay, that didn't help at all. Good for us.
Put it to good use.
I mean, we could have just used any of our healing potions, but that, you know, that would be just too difficult. Apparently. For my wee little brain. Ruin Shrine. Wait, where's the other one? Where's that one? Did we walk past the Ruined Shrine in the in one of the dungeons? Because that's off the coast. I don't know. Let's keep on exploring and kill Cromley, I guess. Okie dokie. Well, let us continue on and get back some of our experience and remember that we can actually use things such as you know, healing potions. Those special things. Kind of want to see what's down this way because I'm kind of confused. I don't know why that ruined shrine is there. I think I stumbled across the one. Oh, I kind of see the. No, I see it now. I see it on the screen. Any little point of potion is precious because I want to go for crafting. That requires points that I do not have currently. So let's go there. Yeah, that's me. Oh, scavenge plating. There we go. Perfect. Got it. For once, we can actually cleanse it. Feels good, man. Got some marauders close, too. It's a set. Interesting. And we also accidentally completed a quest, which is even better. Okay, so that seems good. Now, if Elsa's not here, where the fuck is Elsa? She ain't making an ice castle, I'll tell you that much. Keeping on. Cromley take 2 very soon. I'm clicking as fast as I can to get back. Sorted. Cromley sorted, honestly. Yeah, we haven't discovered Elsa's fate at all. I haven't seen a star that would remotely hint at it. Which is disturbing. Oops. Let's go around here. Go this way.
Enough of this! Die!
Let's try again. Alright, got my experience. It was not much. Where did we just blast? Its health stays the same? That seems incorrect. There's no way I did that much damage there. I mean, I'll take it, but that just doesn't seem right. You know, maybe I'm crazy, but still. Carbine of Decay, explosive footpads. Lots of greens, a few blues. Feels good. Feels good to see. Deeper in the cave, perhaps? Where the heck am I now? Twin Falls. Okay. That's new. Bridge gone. Road to Smartest Pass washed out. I'm gonna go to the Broken Hills. These cursed people. You know what? We can go back to New Harbor and clear those guys out now, honestly. Twin Falls, they said Broken Hills. That's gonna go. Okay, so we're going to Twin Falls, Broken Hills, Barren Island, Smuggler's Pass. Maybe here? I don't even know. It's a mystery. But for now, let's go to New Harbor. Figure it out from there. Okay. Carly's gang. Very unhappy with me. It's probably not a good start. Hopefully they didn't burn this place down. Well, NPCs are still here. That I could help. How is that a child? That just looks like they scaled down their NPCs. Someone in New Haven could tell me, they said. Alright. Let's report back. Let's get these 2 side quests done here, and then we're back to Mornay. Whoops. Let's go the right way this time, so we don't waste it. There we go. Okay, so there's Ankara. Here's some text for you, my friend. Level 24, next to Rover. Very nice. And here is my... what's the title name? Aether? Yeah, it's a play on either or. It's Ether or. It's just a word-based pun. Pretty much all my titles are just stupid stuff like that. You're sadistic. Love you, Quaid. Alright, back to Devil's Crossing. Let Mornay know about Elsa. You found out about Elsa? Did I miss something? Did Did we accidentally kill a person that was named Elsa? I feel like that's what I just missed. That's really awkward if that's what I missed. A mortar?
Well,
yeah, it was my...
Is it finished?
I didn't know what any of the dual classes were called, so when you first said warder, I was like, what is that? That's me. Yeah, shaman, soldier. Heavily into shaman, mostly. Based on, like, oh, excuse me, tired. Savagery, and a lot of electric attacks. There's no more in this game.
The world is a little safer today with that monster dead. Now what of Elsa?
Oh, okay, so I
You
didn't
must have
miss
seen
anything.
something.
Also just wasn't there. We're at...
Damnation. Perhaps she escaped and ran for Homestead. Or maybe they sold her. I have to go back out there. If there is any chance that Elsa still lives, I have to find her. I owe her that much.
What do we do now?
Now that we're not in any imminent danger, we need to deal with a more subtle enemy. Starvation. Devil's Crossing is running out of food and our supply runs are coming up dry. We need a reliable source of...
Alright, I guess we can Barnabas. Let's go. Barnabas! I hear you got a nice juicy quest for me. I am in.
Come, friend. Share a glass of clean water with old Barnabas to celebrate your victory in Burbage.
That's like 3 hours ago,
Right to
Barnabas,
business,
but thank
then.
you anyways.
Before the world fell apart, Burwich got its food stocks from the vast farmlands to the northwest. With the bridge repaired, we need to find a way back to Homestead. The journey will take you far to the northwest, and I haven't a clue what's out there. Start by following the road out into the Arcovian foothills, all the way through Old Arcovia. With luck, the old coastal bridge near Twin Falls still stands. If that's not an option, you'll have to look for Smuggler's Pass. It's an old smuggling route that ran through the Broken Hills. It should connect to Homestead.
Okay.
We must find out whether the farmlands can still support us, or if the Grim Dawn claimed them as it did Burwich. Nobody's been as far north as Homestead in months, so I can only imagine what
we even
sort
got
of
a club
horrors
that
have crawled out of the
3,
mountain crags following the Grim Dawn. Stay sharp out there.
And we already maxed savagery, so it's a really nice club. Alright, cross the bridge or travel through Smuggler's Pass. Why not both? God, Homestead's up there, though. Port Malbury looks nice. That green might be a little more ugly than I'm thinking. Anyways, alright. Pretty much got all the quests active and otherwise done, so let's go to the falls. Need to find a way through Smuggler's Pass. Ah, so there wasn't a choice. You bamboozled me, is what you did. Hello, skellies. Yeah, currently we've got these poison spikes working for us because we maxed out the Scorpion Devotion just to get the green devotion orbs in order to get closer to Kraken Devotion, which is my ultimate goal. Just because the amount of damage that I get buffed is disgusting. If we look at Devotion, oh, we got 3 points. Forgot that we leveled up there. Could start upgrading Shaman to 25. That would give us extra lightning and electrocute damage. Could give more Wendigo tokens to ourselves. Or just start buffing ourselves more with Drogon's pack. So many choices. Or start working with the soldier level 10 to get like Blade Arc. Mostly Blade Arc seems really good. AoE. Just because it was extra receipt. That's fine. But Menhir's Will is just better. Force Wave's good, and this requires two-handed melee. That's what we got. The Feral Hunger's nice because it's almost AoE, but it doesn't always trigger, right? But it gives us just kind of like advantage. Yeah, I think Wendigo, we're gonna put points into that right now. Yeah, we put it into the Spooky Ghost. That's gonna 6 for lightning damage. Like 9 out of 50, we need 3 more to get our first point in. Alright, well, I guess they're fine now. I gave 300 iron even though it's a scam. It's like, oh, it's a scam. I have multiple thousands of iron just kind of chilling, so. Okay, that's one big ass hive. Nasties. Boss wasp, if you will. Alright. I see a wasp again, a little bit too soon. Not as obnoxious as like the Cazadors from Fallout New Vegas, which are actively, each individually the devil in disguise, but they're still pretty obnoxious. Poison's just rough. Do we want to see what's in this cave? I mean, of course we do. Of course we want to see what's in this cave. Am I crazy? Exploration's the name of the game here. Swarming hive sounds delightful. Well, most important, let's see if there's a shrine or a boss in there. Get a little extra rep, or a good drop, or even better. Funnel inscription. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good drop. I don't know if I'll use any of that, but 3 greens and a blue is not bad. If you're used to playing like Elite or Hardcore, then yes, it's pretty steep, but switching this thing up to level 5 too. That's nice as well. Let's keep on exploring for now. There's gotta be Boulder cracks the Hive Honor. 27 enemy boss killed. Alright, so it was a boss room. Fine with me. Even though I wish it was a shrine, because finding shrines is hard. Vital essence. It's delectable. Yeah, let's just curl around and get out of here. Oh, nope. Generator. And it falls all the same. Wanderer's Moonstone. Band of the Untamed. Well, that was a nice little diversion, but nothing crazy there. Nothing up this way? Seems like it almost backs in on itself. Thank you, Mr. Totem. Still think this is looks like the path bends back on itself here. Level 25. 8 I'm crazy and I just missed that in here. It seems more and more likely now that I've seen it. We just walked around for some reason. Or who knows. That's where the bridge is that we're seeing. No, that's not where the bridge is. What is that we're seeing? It's a different star. It's gotta be like Smuggler's Pass or something. Basically just trying to make our way through this area. But how do we get there? Ah, that's just completely wrecked, so we won't do that anyways. But we want to get there. Alright, well, we gotta go around. It seems like that's where Smuggler's Pass is going to go. Hey, stop that. Lots of Mr. Skeletons. Lots of good calciums. It's just nice to be where we were. Just pick up the poison bombs. Just fits. Green. Oh, they didn't stand much of a chance, huh? No shrines either. We've already found 2. We cleansed one. The other one required something we didn't have. A frozen heart. Not sure if those grow on trees. More stuff for me. Reputation bonus.
I can't carry anymore. My inventory is full.
That's fine. We got the green after all. Wait, what the heck? How are we gonna get around here? We have to go around the wall.
That skill's not ready.
Balrazar.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Yeah. Okay, can't carry it. It does look like a totem to our north here. Wait. Yeah. Oh, one that we can actually cleanse. Definitely gonna have to come back and use this item stuff because we're full up.
I can't carry it. My inventory is full.
We're about to cleanse this, and that will give us a lot more. Alright, and there's a chest here. We still can't dismantle stuff, though. That makes sense. Hell yeah. Got our 10th devotion. 2 more, and we get what am I trying to say? 2 more and we get Kraken. Both literally with our build. And, not so much. Metaphorically, in the actual crack. Alright. Let's get some extra men wounds. What does this do? Seal pack with one to go spirit. When you stand with its aura, you taste for blood will be insatiable. Ghost. There's lightning retaliation. That's good for me. Alright. Rift. And go back to Devils. Sell a bunch of our inventory that we don't need. As always. From there. See anything you like. Finish off for the day, I think. So much stuff we don't need here. Just organize it by whatever. This fire damage could be good. Keep that. That. Arcanist Cronley Signet. Where's the Arcanist thing? So those leave it. Show me that. Marauder's Gloves. Less armor, but more fire and cold damage. It's a set, so I kind of want to just keep it for now. Minus 27 damage per second. Okay. Less armor, but lightning and electrocute damage. Pauldrons, extra armor with health and other things. Bladed gloves, no belts, no this belt. We got 2 Marauder sets. Interesting. Very interesting. If we have 2 in the set, we get plus 40 on offensive ability. Brandishing 2 pistols. Oh, well, that's not that exciting. I thought that was going to be better. Oh yeah, we got this too. I'll read that in a second to get a little extra XP. Get that over into it. It's a caster ability. Explorer garments, it's another set, so I kind of don't want to get rid of it. Because I got a weird thing about it. Level 26. Cold damage, not really our thing. Bop. Bop. Not a bad ring. Jelly. Probably gonna keep that around for a couple of months, honestly. That's a level 32. I'm gonna take that, I think. Let's see. Shrewd scale mail band braces. Balanced steel gives pierce damage, health, cunning, and pierce resistance. Steel thing. We don't do Aether or chaos damage, so probably is just better. As for the other one, one-handed sword, shields, armor, shield, gun. Less armor we need. Some of this stuff in a second. Gotta remove that, keeping that, gotta remove that. We are restoring the other clothes. I'll see you around. Restore, experience. Falls upon strange times that a king would abdicate the throne of his own volition. Stranger still is the reason he gave his court. There is no other way to put it. King Rowan, a third of his line, had been struck by madness. Upon returning from a successful campaign against the barbarian tribes of Agaron's Peak, King raved about a chance meeting with a weary traveler who he called Lockdrogan. Rowan, in his generosity, offered the old man the use of his horse. The the man, and here's where the king's tale loses all sense, declined the proposal and speaking in a low voice only Majesty could hear, instead offered Rowan a warning. The old man spurted prophetic lies about the impending collapse of our great nation, the fall of the beacon of the west, Arcovia herself. He implored the king to leave his title, his wealth, his very identity behind. There were some amongst the court who urged Rowan to see his madness through, greedy heads of Arcovian houses who saw this tragedy as an opportunity to seize power. The queen wept before her king and begged him to reconsider, but Rowan was resolute. With a single decree, he shattered the royal line and abandoned his ordained post as king of Arcovia. Word of the king's madness spread quickly among the populace. To my great surprise, some of his subjects followed Rowan's lead, abandoning their livelihoods to follow their despondent leader into a life of poverty and lost identity. It has been 3 fortnights since that fateful day. The queen lies dead in her chambers. Yikes. More clandestine causes than dying of sorrow. Me too. The court has fallen into chaos as the great house is bigger among themselves for the empty throne, with no one in sight. To the squalls, no clear line to the throne. My patron, Lotus Vagra, has called for the formation of an oligarchy ruled by the heads of Arcovia's elite. No good could come of this. From that I am certain. These days I cannot help but wonder if Rowan prophecy was a self-fulfilling one, or perhaps the storm was a long time coming, or merely too blind to see it. It sounds like this was in the works for a while. If they had such a plan as to tell Rowan and drive him to basically...
Ah, there you are. Come, yes, at once. Do not tarry. There are experiments to be run, and Darlet and I require explosive materials immediately cooked. Let us start the experiment immediately. Of course, I am fully confident that it will function as intended. Well, there may be a slight chance that we will tear apart reality with the artifact.
Tear apart reality.
I was correct. Just look at these wonderful components. We can finally begin studying artifacts properly.
Oh, so if I have dynamite, I can blow up certain things. Interesting. Alright. Keep the head on. That's gonna go right there. Yep. That on. That's gonna go right there. Yep. I'm gonna read that. Learned how to craft Inferno. Good for me. Everything else seems good.
Be safe out there.
And we want to store this armor because it's part of a set. I kind of want to see if we can collect all the set, or if we were just lucky to get a couple of them. Plenty of time to store it.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Oh, you know what? We do have a frozen heart. That was the other shrine. We totally have frozen heart. Nice. We were gonna keep these. This was one of those. The robbers Oh, we totally have the frozen heart though.
It's safe with
I see where we keep stuff around. Where was that? It was not helpful at all. Let's go to old Arcovia and see if we can see it. Local map. Be my guide. Is that it? Ruined Shrine. Looks like it to me. If I can clear that, my regrets are gone. And we are literally the next shrine we get will be the one to give us just 50% damage, just straight up. And that makes me real happy. Thank you, Frozen Heart. Oh, wait. Ah, it's a partial component. Son of a bitch. I bamboozled myself. Let's go into retirement out of shame. God, I'm dumb sometimes. Killing me. So what we're trying to do is get to the Kobe Undercity entrance. Right. 07. So let's go along. Just to check if there's anything else around here. Lots of little rooms is what I'm not sure.
Can't do that yet.
Love if someone dropped a nice little friend around. That would be so peachy of you. I get the feeling to be. Explode this way. Balvaruk. Order of Death's Vigil. What's this assignment? Purge the land of malevolent spirits. I'll do this task. Sorry. Got it. Sorry. Excuse me one second. Skeletons are in fact attack. Our coping Undercity, the entrance lies in the ruins west of here. Then I will find a spirit of the Overguards. Alright. Oh god, that was tricky. It seems correct. Yes. Correct. Yeah, chased by a bunch of skeletons. I think we'll get to the Undercity, but I think we're going to call it. We've got some stuff to do, some dinner to eat. We will continue streaming on Thursday. However, right, this is the whole thing. This is why we came in the first place. This Thursday is going to be a special stream. It's going to be Cadence of Hyrule. It's going to come out on Thursday. We're going to play a shot of it. I'm terrible at the game in general. I'm terrible at Crypto the Necrodancer, but we're going to have a fucking blast with it anyways, because it's going to have some sick remixes of Zelda music. We'll probably also play that on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and then back to Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday stream schedule. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing at least the normal difficulty, if not more later on. Yeah, so for those of you watching new, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then sometimes other days. We're a variety streamer, so if you don't like what you're seeing currently, or you like what you're seeing currently, you don't want it to change, it'll probably change, but we always go back to different things. Either way, we're playing Rundown for at least the next year, so after Cadence. We stream 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock every scheduled day, and then sometimes even some unscheduled days as well. If you liked it, follow or just come back and hang out again one of these days. I always like people watching, dropping by, saying hi. Hope I give some people some entertainment, because it's always fun for me. So from Kitty and me, have a good night. I'll see you in a couple days for Cadence of Hyrule, and later in next week for more Grim Dawn. Have a good night.